Hello. You know, it's a new Wednesday. It's a new live stream. You would think at this point, after what has to have been 2 weeks straight, I would be feeling 100% better, possibly 110% better, because not only did I overcome a disease, an illness, COVID, something, but I've actually trained my body to be better in the future, surpassing the 100% benchmark. However, I started feeling shitty again 2 nights ago. Clearly, whatever was in my system attacking me did not fully leave. So there's still the remnants hanging on, which is miserable. I woke up at 3 this morning, had to go down to the couch downstairs. Total sweat ball. But enough about me. How's your night going? It's Wednesday night. Another Adam Does Movies live for you. It's been a busy week on the channel, as it always is. I don't have any thumbnails to present. Just haven't had the time. I was busy reacting to the new Harry Potter HBO trailer that was released, the teaser. Not a fan. But I was also not a fan of the live action Moana. If you've been around this channel long enough, you know that I just can't stand the constant regurgitation of these properties. And so many times I just hear the don't watch it then. Stop being such a negative person on these. Give it a chance. Why can't you think outside the bun? Because I have given so many of them a chance and they're always miserable. I can't even think of the last time a property was rebooted and I thought, oh my God, this is way better than the original. This was great. I'm sure glad they spent time, money, resources, talent doing this for the last couple years instead of telling new stories. Yeah, no, that never happens. We have a powerful super chat right out of the gates. A powerful $10 super chat from Jack. Thank you. Now that you've seen Project Hail Mary, what's your favorite Rocky movie? Oh, now it all makes sense. Because there's a character named Rocky in Project Hail Mary. It's probably still not going to beat the Sylvester Stallone films, although I loved Project Hail Mary. Thought it was fantastic. If you don't know, I always have to tell people. See, I'm still sick. I can feel it in me. Or I'm hitting puberty at 43. In either case, it was probably necessary. I'm either slowly dying or I'm slowly growing up. Or maybe it's both. Maybe this is a Benjamin Button situation. That's going to end bad. I was going to say the live streams is just a hangout sesh on Wednesday nights. Sesh, of course, short for session, where I field questions. It's a Q&A, short for question and answer. Okay, the shtick's already played out. Anyway, super chats are appreciated. They get priority, but otherwise I will just I'll just go through and talk and ask. Adam, has your son been watching JJK Season 3? Part 1 of the season is ending tomorrow. I have no idea what JJK is. The only show that I know is back is Invincible Season, I think it's Season 3. Connor wants to watch that with me. I have not had a free minute, and he hasn't had a lot of free time either between soccer and his studies. He's a busy kid. Adam Does Movies. You are going through perimenopause. Suck it up. Yes, I am familiar with perimenopause. JJK is Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't know if he watches that one. I'll have to ask. You'll feel better in 3 or 4 days. Good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Adam, you're my favorite movie reviewer. You rule. Thank you, Sebastian. I appreciate that as well. I watched Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, and honestly, I wasn't that impressed. I wish it had some other things going on. Too many cutaways. People glazed the shit out of that movie. I was so amped to see it. And the first 2/3 I thought were just fantastic. Especially that first act really got me involved. But what a disappointment that third act was. Ugh. Oh, my wife just messaged me and said, Olivia is watching JJK. Are you watching that, Liv?
Hollow Purple. Black Flash.
You want to come? Do you want to come on and talk, or are you? She's in her jammies. She just got back from. Oh my God, you're. So... I can't really adjust it because it's up on the. Here, tell them what you think of JJK so far. What do you? No, you have to stand like that. What do you think of the show so far?
It's peak.
It's peak.
Mm-hmm. Season 3 is awesome.
Anything else?
No.
Okay.
Black Flash.
Black Flash. Yep. You can go ahead and shut the door on your way out. You didn't shut my divider curtain, which is a shower rod and a.
Wait, actually, I got something, guys.
Are you sick too?
No.
Oh, I still have a cold. It's really annoying. Wait, we're just completely derailing this production right now because Olivia is bringing something up on her phone. So just hang tight. I'm sure it's going to be really important.
Okay, ready?
Oh, God.
Up.
Oh, you need to go up again?
Mm-hmm.
I stroke my pickle. Domain expansion.
You are a massive disappointment. Get out. Okay, now back to whatever we were doing. Adam, what are your top 3 movies so far? Fuck, I don't know. You're gonna make me do work. Let me look at my reviews so far for the year. I liked Undertone quite a bit. I loved Hamnet, but that came out last year. The Bride made me want to kill myself. Scream 7 was not it. Oh, God. These are such bad months. Wuthering Heights was not good. Strangers, Iron Lung, Melania. Oh, Send Help. Send Help was great. So far we have Send Help. The Bone. What?
The Jujutsu Kaisen movie, JJK 0.
What about it?
That's the best one.
They were just asking if I was watching. If Connor was watching season 3 of JJK.
No, because he's a disappointment.
You weren't even in the conversation.
No, but you guys were talking about movies, and I heard movies.
Okay, JJK 0.
Yeah, the movie.
The movie is Olivia's one of her favorites this year.
Yeah, it's not new though; it's old.
Please leave.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm getting sicker just having this conversation. What? Okay, so Send Help. Send Help, Project Hail Mary, and Undertone are my 3 favorites so far this year. Christian Movie Nerd for $10. Thank you, Christian. Hope you feel better soon, good sir. Your take on the new Harry Potter show was hilarious. Even though I'm aware of the issues the show will have, like the casting of Snape, I am cautiously optimistic. I was cautiously optimistic when Rings of Power was announced, and I was even still trying to dick ride the show after the first 2 episodes, giving it a pretty solid early review, and then I couldn't even finish the whole season. It was so bad. I don't think Harry Potter is going to be as bad as that was, but I'm just done playing the game of giving these giant companies any sort of leeway. There's no reason that this needs to exist. They could have done a brand new story in the wizarding world. But I'll give it a shot. $5 from Yak Attack. Thank you. Your hair product on point today. What's your most prized physical media, DVD, Blu-ray? I actually need a haircut. It's getting out of hand again. My prized physical media. I don't really have one. I'm not a really a collector type of person, unfortunately. If I were to say anything, it would probably be the HD DVD copy of Planet Earth. Because, like, why? Did Bone Temple come out this year? I did enjoy Bone Temple, but you just blew my mind by going from Adam Does Movies to Adam the Dad. I have 2 kids. Yeah, I have a son who's 13 and a daughter who's 17. I know Connor is... Oh, he's referring to someone else. Okay. It's HBO. They almost never drop the ball. It's actually Warner Brothers. I misspoke in my trailer reaction because I was rushing to get it out during the craze. Warner Brothers is the one producing Harry Potter, I believe, not HBO Max. And Warner Brothers has consistently dropped the ball for a decade straight. Everything they've done has been pretty terrible. Adam, are you going to buy the Stranger Things box set? No. Saw your review on Durandar. I can never say the word. I had to look it up 4 times. Durandar, I think. 2, The Revenge. You missed the plot. You missed the plot as you didn't watch part 1. Why the hell did ever... Oh, God. Reviewing Indian movies is wild. I'm pretty sure that a good chunk of the people that watch my review just straight up hate Americans, and I guess I don't fault them for that, but it does... If I make the slightest criticism of anything in an Indian film, a Bollywood film, it's just the end of days. Like, this guy's a fucking idiot. He didn't watch part 1. He didn't know there was a part 1. I legitimately said right away in the review, so-and-so returns. He's back. Like, I alluded to the fact this is a sequel 3 or 4 times. Just because I didn't relitigate part 1 doesn't mean I didn't see it. I did see it, actually. I just didn't care to talk about it again. And I didn't put out a review for that one because it came out a few months back. I was busy with other things, and I just didn't have time to do it. So, yeah, I've seen part 1. Part 2 brings back a lot of the same characters. It goes in depth more, but it's a different beast all the same. So there's really no reason for me to talk about part 1. Also, I didn't miss anything about the plot. I don't really understand why people were saying that. But again, I guess just dumb American doesn't understand Indian history or film, sort of a bullshit excuse. The biggest irony is I liked the movie. I just said it was way too long. It's 4 fucking hours long. God, I gotta put the readers on whenever I read this stuff. Will there be a Cocaine Bear 2? Geez, I don't know. I imagine the first one did well enough where they could make a sequel. And I think everything that Elizabeth Banks has directed prior and after has flopped pretty badly. I don't think she has a very good director track record. Elizabeth Banks directed movies. Charlie's Angels bombed. Oh, this is not right. Google's so stupid sometimes. I didn't know she directed Pitch Perfect 2. Interesting. I mean, that one did well, but does that really count? That was the second movie in a popular franchise. Just a Little Heart Attack's a short film. Movie 43, she directed a segment. That movie's awful. So I guess she's only done Charlie's Angels after Cocaine Bear? That just doesn't seem right. I swear she directed something else after. Maybe she's working on something new. Elizabeth Banks, new movie directing. Dreamquill. Banks stars as a woman who inadvertently clones herself in this psychological thriller AI-focused body horror. Oh, she didn't even direct it. It's directed by Alex Prager. Okay. I don't know what she's doing, but I don't see anything on Cocaine Bear 2. And I enjoyed the first one. What's your favorite war movie? Probably going to go with the tried and true Saving Private Ryan, although I really like Dunkirk. I think Dunkirk's fantastic. How's the speech coming along for Winning? Yes, I owe Tony a speech still, his loser speech, which I have started prepping, but then I realized it wasn't very good, and I thought the first one I did was fantastic for him last year, so I really need to I need to focus in. I need to really barrel down on it. So it's not going well. She's making The Bride too. Oh, Jesus. A movie that cannot be understood without seeing a previous movie is just badly written. Also, movies should not be so long they require a piss bottle. I agree with you to an extent, although, to be fair, that Indian film is basically like Endgame to Infinity War. It really is just a straight continuation. It's basically a two-parter film. Remind Tony of your silver play button plaque. Oh, I should definitely do that many times. Got a $5 super chat from Christian. Thank you. Long Kiss Goodnight or Point of No Return. I am more of a Gina Davis fan. I'm going to go with Long Kiss Goodnight. I really like that movie. I think that's a blast. You got the director of Die Hard 2, Harlan, worked on that. It's got Samuel L. Jackson. Point of No Return that's Jane Fonda? Or no, Bridget Fonda, right? Is that Point of No Return? Point of No Return. Yeah, I can just never. Yeah, it's Bridget Fonda, Jane Fonda's daughter. Good flick. It's been a long time since I've seen it. It didn't seem as memorable to me as The Long Kiss Goodnight. I started watching a movie last night. We're only halfway through it. It's a movie I saw way back when it came out in the 90s. And Lindsay and I were just looking for something to watch, a classic of sorts. And I swear I remember my buddy Matt saying, where the fuck is I lost my tab. I've opened too many tabs and now I'm completely lost. Here we go. My buddy Matt, I'm pretty sure, is a big fan of Arlington Road. Either that or I just completely made that up. I know someone really liked Arlington Road. The thriller with Jeff Bridges and Tim Robinson. Or is it Tim Robbins? Tim Robbins. Tim Robinson. Andy Dufresne. It's not as great as I thought it was or recall it being, but maybe it's just kind of a slow burn here and the second half's going to really kick things in. But so far, I can't say I'm like totally invested in it. We'll see. I remember Blown Away being the better of the thriller movies that came out around the same time. Jeff Robinson. Have you ever seen the original Planet of the Apes movie? I have actually seen the original Planet of the Apes films. The original's a classic for a reason. I still think it's great. Obviously, it's, kind of hokey with the costumes and whatnot, but it is a really damn good movie. What was I going to say? You can actually see me talk about that on the channel here. There was a contest I ran years ago when I did a show called Movie Feuds, where I pit two movies head to head and let the audience decide the winner. And I had a contest running for a while where you could be a guest host on Movie Feuds. And a gentleman won, and he got to pick the movie feud we would do. And he really wanted it to be the Planet of the Apes original versus Space Odyssey. And I can't remember which side I picked. I just kind of played devil's advocate on that one because I like both movies a lot. But yeah, you can see a video on that on the channel. So I talk about Planet of the Apes a little bit at least. I'm sure I wrote the script for him in either case, so you hear my thoughts no matter what. Peter Fonda's Bridget's father. I don't know what's happening. Blown Away had Jeff Bridges in it as well. I did know that, yes. I played an extra as a German soldier in an upcoming Ohio-based war movie. Oh, that sounds cool. Check it out. Awesome. I'll check that out when this is over. Nice. It might be over soon as I pass out and start throwing up blood from whatever's killing me. The movie this week is so bizarre. It's the one with Zazie Beetz, who I think I love her. She's great. Doesn't get enough work, in my opinion. The movie, though, is essentially the film that just came out last week, which was not Now You See Me. What's the other one? What's the movie? Not Now You See Me, Now You Don't. Ready or Not, Here I Come. Ready or Not 2 came out next week, or this week. Tomorrow, I'm going to that Zazie Beetz film. I can't remember what it's called. They All Want You Dead or something. It looks like the same movie. They're just hunting her down. What is that called? Zazie Beetz new movie. They Will Kill You. They Will Kill You. She plays Asia, a woman fighting for survival in a mysterious cult-run New York City high-rise. It's the same movie. Why do I have so many tabs open? I have 55 tabs open from the last time we did a live stream. One of them is how many syllables in the word school, which, as we learn together, is 1. A $2 super chat from Jason. Thank you, Jason. Hey, Adam, can you rank your top 5 movie composers? Oh my God, if I could list off 5 movie composers, they would be the top 5 probably because they're the only ones I remember. You got Hans Zimmer. We got, Jesus. You know what? I have to move in a couple months. I honestly fucking can't wait so I can get some electricity that works and doesn't go out every 2 minutes of filming. That's really fun. Hans Zimmer, John Williams. I would say John Williams is the best. Alexander Desplat is really good. Oh, who's the dude that does all the Toy Story stuff? I'm not going to remember him unless I look him up. Movie composers. Yeah, John Williams, Hans Zimmer. Ennio Morricone? I don't even know that person. Howard Shore? No, I don't. None of these people. Danny Elfman, of course. James Newton. I don't. Who did How to Train Your Dragon? How to Train Your Dragon composer. John Powell. He would definitely be up there. He's done a ton of great music. But that's not the guy I'm thinking of either. I think I got 4, but there's one more dude that I would put up there. Howard Shore for Lord of the Rings. Awesome. Not Randy Newman. Strange things are happening to me. You have to do a movie feud between Ready or Not versus They Will Kill You. Back in the day when I had movie feuds and it was running hot, I would do that in a heartbeat for sure. But yeah, that ship has failed. Guys, I need to know this person that I'm thinking of, and I have nothing to give you as far as who it is. Oh, wait, I found a list. Michael Giacchino is really good. I would put Michael Giacchino in the top with Danny Elfman, Hans Zimmer, John Williams. Fuck. Where is this guy? Alan Silvestri. That's the dude. Alan Silvestri has done so many good soundtracks. He did the Avengers. He did he did the event. I see like 85 Avengers things. He did the Avengers. He did this is so awful. God, fucking Google sucks. Forrest Gump, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Contact, Captain America. He did a lot of the MCU stuff. The Polar Express, Back to the Future. I mean, if you look up his stuff, he's got so many good hits. He's a workhorse. I'm just looking through his stuff. This guy has done so many freaking songs. Oh, who doesn't remember the Volcano theme song? He did it. Everybody loves the Volcano theme. He actually did The Long Kiss Goodnight. We've come full circle now. Grumpy Old Men. Nice. All right, I think I've talked enough about Alan Silvestri. Great question though. Can I just figure out where StreamYard is and stop going away from it? Okay, here we are. 82 tabs open. Please rank all the Muppet movies. Are you out of your mind? Thank you for the super chat. I don't know the Muppet movies very well. I know the Christmas Carol one, which I love. That's mandatory watch every year for Christmas. There was the 2 newer Muppet movies. Wasn't it Muppets Most Wanted? Wasn't that one of them? And the one by the guy from How I Met Your Mother, whose name I always forget. Oh, I need to remember his name. He's like a huge Muppets fan. He shows his dick in the first 5 seconds of Forgetting Sarah Marshall. I'm not going to look. I got to figure out his name on my own. It bothers me so bad that I can never remember his name. It's a basic name. Seagull. Something Seagull. Jason? I think it's Jason Segel. He directed the Muppets movie, the newer one. That was okay. There's a Pirates one I know. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know the Muppet movies at all. I know there's a Treasure one, but I would say the Christmas Carol is my first, and everything after doesn't matter to me. Steven Seagal. That's who I was thinking. Yep, not Jason Segel, Steven Seagal. Adam remembers the unit. Never forget. Never forget. Muppets Take Manhattan. Yep, that's right. How many times has the Muppets had a TV show fail? Because don't they have a new one right now going on? Sabrina Carpenter was host on the first episode. I didn't watch it. I heard it was great. But they had that really short-lived Office-style Muppet show, which was a very clever idea. It was like a behind the scenes of making the Muppet series, but that was the show. It was good. Like the couple episodes I watched, but they canceled it so quick. I was really bummed out. I liked that a lot. It was a very fun idea. It played so well, having like, Miss Piggy yelling with like, human actors about set design and whatnot. I don't even know if it went past the pilot. It might have got 3 or 4 episodes. I grew up more so with Sesame Street than Muppets. Yeah, that's kind of the boat I'm in. I had, Big Bird, Oscar the Grouch, those types. Not so much the Muppets. Your thoughts on the new Snape actor? I don't care. I really don't care. Everybody's pointed it out, but Adam Driver was, he's right there for an Alan Rickman stand-in. He could have done a great job, but like, I don't want to cosplay at the same time. I think the whole thing sucks, to be honest with you. So the fact that they made Snape black means so little to me. I just don't care. Maybe he'll bring something fresh to the table, because everything else I've seen just looks like a weird, almost like an AI generated version of what I know already. Someone had a great comment that said, it's like we went into the past and changed one thing and came back to the real time, and everything about the Harry Potter movie was thrown off by like 15%. That's the new show. John Barry is a great music composer. I'm not familiar with that name. John Barry, composer. Oh, James Bond. Dances with Wolves, Chaplin. Okay. Yeah, he's got some flex. He did a lot of the James Bond movies, it looks like. That's a good set of movies to have in your back pocket. 3 chords for $4.99. Thank you. What pops into your head when I say favorite Jodie Foster movies, either actor or director? What pops into my mind first is Maverick with Mel Gibson and James Garner, and of course Jodie Foster in her prime in that film. She is just a delight, and she's lovely to look at. I love her. Little Man Tate is a really solid drama with her and her brilliant son. Nell pops into my mind, but I don't like that movie, but it pops into my mind. I think those would be the ones from like the film catalog. As far as directing, I'm not familiar with her. What did she direct? What has Jodie Foster directed films? I have not seen any of these movies that she didn't direct Little Man Tate, did she? She did? Okay, so she directed Little Man Tate, Home for the Holidays, The Beaver, and Money Monster. I've only seen Little Man Tate, but I really enjoyed that film. Jodie Foster, big movies. Let's see. I know I'm missing some big Jodie Foster films. I love Foster. I didn't like I love Panic Room. How did I not say Panic Room? I've seen that movie like 8 times. Inside Man is a solid thriller. Silence of the Lambs. Come on, Adam. It was right there. Yeah, Silence of the Lambs definitely should have gone on that list of movies to think of her from. I forgot she's in the original Freaky Friday. Wow. Anyway. Contact. That is Murr from Impractical Jokers. That's his favorite movie. I think he mentioned that when he was on one of these live streams. He loves Contact. Silence of the Lambs. Hello, Clarice. It's good to see you again. Love Cable Guy. Thoughts about the Oscars. It was the most boring Oscar I've ever had the displeasure to sit through with Tony. We live streamed the whole thing. It took over 4.5 hours. Conan's a great host, but there just was nothing exciting going on in that Oscar ceremony. What a boring waste of time. And the viewership was abysmal. It was the lowest viewed Oscar ever by a lot. That's right. Murr, in his infinite wisdom, loves Contact. Watching you and Tony was cool. Couldn't care less about the Oscars. I know. I don't care about the Oscars really either. It's a fun thing we do every year. We like to put a bet on it. This time I'm gonna let it all come out. This time I'm gonna stand up and shout. I'm gonna do things my way. Yes, my way. My way or the highway. I'm still getting these like voice cracks because I got fucking phlegm and shit in the back of my throat. $38 minutes in, and we only have 7 super chats. This is a slow night, folks. Everybody's poor. I bought some new clothes today, though, I should tell you. The wife and I looked at our wardrobe over the last, century, basically, and we said to ourselves, you know what? Enough is enough of this. We're going to get some new digs, some new dids, some new duds. So we went out. We spent hours today doing a Pretty Woman fashion montage, fashion motif. She would come out, skate it, date it, Pretty Woman, and I'd be sitting in the chair and go, turn around. She'd go back in, come out, and then I would get up and clap. Yeah, we spent a stupid amount of money on clothes because we just don't have any. So something exciting. Look for some new t-shirts on the next videos. You're going to be like, wait, that's not one of the 4 t-shirts he usually wears. A 5th one in the rotation? And I'll be like, yep. I went into debt for that shirt. Subscribe. A pretty woman walking down the knee. Christian for $5. Thank you, Christian. Who did drama roles better, Jim Carrey or Adam Sandler? Well, as some of you know, I had a strict no Adam Sandler policy for many years, and that was during the drama years as well. So I did not see Rain on Me or Jizz on Me or whatever that one was called. I did not see Punch Drunk Love or Sucker Punch Love or whatever that was called. And I didn't see, was it called Comedians or something? Or whatever the other boring one was. I've heard he was really good in them. The only drama I saw him in was the Ring one. Righteous Gemstones or whatever the fuck it was called. Not that, that's the TV show. What was that show called? That movie. It's good. It's an A24 film. And he plays like a jewel owner of a jewelry store. I'm not going to look at the comments. I'll figure out the name. This is one of those Wednesdays where the brain is just foggy. Some Wednesdays I come in shot out of a cannon and I'm just rapid fire with, information. And I don't even know if it's correct, but in my brain it's coming out right. But right now I'm just not firing like I usually am. Everything's a brain fart. What is that fucking movie called? He's got the goatee. He's got the shades. I feel like Gem is in the name somehow. I have to look. I can't keep you guys sitting here in silence while I figure this out. It could take me 20 minutes. Normally, I would spend the majority of the day with it in my brain until I figured it out. I wouldn't look it up because that's cheating. I'm going to give it a couple more seconds. It's like right there on the tip of my dick. A24, Adam Sandler movie. Uncut Gems. Uncut fucking Gems. Yes. Left hook. Haymaker. Okay. Oh, what was your question? Oh, Jim Carrey. I would say Jim Carrey is the better actor between the two of them. And I think Jim Carrey can pull off drama better. Truman Show, he knocks it out of the park. The Majestic, he does a great job. 23, not really my favorite, but you know, he does have diverse characters. Shot out of a fucking cannon. Retro Days picks up the slack with the $49.99 super chat, baby. Here's another one. Thank you, Retro Days. Ryan for $5. Thank you, Ryan. Like I said, you blew my mind going from Adam Does Movies to Adam the Dad. Good for you, sir. I guess some people, yeah, I suppose if you don't watch the live streams, and I don't bring it up every time, you would have no idea that I have kids. I don't really post anything about them on any of my social media. I mean, all I post on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok are just, you know, shorts off of my videos. Once in a while, I'll do like an original short for just those things, but it's never really with my family. Although you can see a good chunk of them on my Patreon at patreon.com/AdamDoesMovies. There are a lot of exclusive videos over there that feature my family. A lot of vlogs, but my kids have also like been part of reviewing some films like Blade and whatnot. And yeah, it's a fun time. G-Bags for $5. Thank you, sir. Hi, Adam. Loved your... I can never say it. Durandar review. Do you plan to look at more Bollywood in the future? There are some hidden gems there. I have reviewed probably half a dozen Bollywood movies now. I did Triple R. I did Kalki 20, whatever that was called, the futuristic one. I thought that movie was awesome. I'm excited for part 2 if it ever freaking comes out. I covered I just can't pronounce the names of these movies. So whenever I do the review, I have to like play the name of the movie 5 times to get the sound, and then I still fuck it up. But I do not remember the name of some of these movies that I directed or that I reviewed directed. Let me see if I type Bollywood. So I did a review for An Action Hero. That was probably the weakest of the movies I've reviewed. It's certainly the least popular as well. I reviewed... There was another one I just reviewed not that long ago that I thought was really freaking good. It was a re-release, and apparently it was an edited down version of 2 movies to 1. What the hell was that called? It's not that far back. It was damn good. The only issue I have with Indian films is they're so fucking long. Every one of them is over 3 hours that I've covered. It's like, can we not cut it down a little? Where is it? Someone's probably already said the name in the comments, but I'm like stubbornly looking for it still. Oh, here it is. Bahubali, the epic, which is it's the two-part saga of Bahubali. Maddest Mardigan for $2. Thank you. Best useless fact in your repertoire. God, I got so many useless facts. Like a movie fact or just a fact in general? Because I don't have an answer for either of them. Bahubali. People have asked me what my favorite Rocky movie is like a million times over, and the answer always wafts between Rocky 4 and Rocky 3. What's a useless fact that I can even conjure up right now? I might have to think on it because nothing's coming to me right away. Fact, an ounce of whale blubber is 10,000 calories. Jesus. Have you seen many Alfred Hitchcock films? No, I've seen maybe 3. Maybe 3. Alfred Hitchcock. Like I've seen The Birds and I've seen Psycho. And I've seen North by Northwest. I know I've seen like one more. I haven't seen Dial M for Murder. I heard that one's really good. Yeah, none of these mean anything to me. I don't know these movies at all. Yeah, I guess I've seen just his later in life films because I've seen North by Northwest, Rear Window, Vertigo, The Birds, Alfred Hitchcock, Psycho. Oh wait, I haven't seen Vertigo. I don't think I've seen Vertigo. American psychological thriller. The story was based on the blah 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 blah. What's the plot of this? Hired as a private investigator to report on the strange behavior of the. I've not seen Vertigo. That sounds good. Useless fact, you interviewed someone involved with ASH. LOL. The fuck's ASH, Andy? What is ASH? Didn't you hear me when I said I'm not thinking right today? Worst Eddie Murphy movie, probably Pluto Nash. That movie is atrocious. Oh, it's not an acronym. You just mean the movie Ash? I interviewed someone involved with the movie Ash. I don't remember that. Eddie Murphy, Party All the Time. Oh, that's a great song. Don't knock Party All the Time. Are you upset that Starfleet Academy got shut down? I did hear that it did get retired after season 2. We do have a second season to fully recrap, though, so at least there's more Star Shard Academy to come. Phoenix for $20 off the top rope. Hey, been a while since I've seen you live. Hope you're doing well. Well, I'm not doing well. I'm still sick. I've been struggling with a cold for like 3 weeks now. It's quite ridiculous. But otherwise, things are going well. I do have to move also at the end of May because they're increasing the house rent by almost $800, and there's nothing available around me to rent. So no, things aren't outside of being homeless in 2 months and dying slowly. Things are going okay. If there is any anime you should watch with your kids as a non-anime fan, you should check out Yo-Yo Hakusho 1992. The main character goes from 14 to 18 years old throughout the 112 episode series. Holy crap. The American Dream. Yeah. Yes, I do have to move again. It's not by choice. It is not by choice. Oh, I have some news. If you guys remember when I moved here 9 months ago, 10 months ago, I suppose, last summer, I had a first live stream that was like insanely dramatic because I was furiously pissed. It cost $16,000 to move from South Carolina back to Minnesota. The number kept going up. I'm not going to relitigate the whole thing, but it was just a complete fucking joke. It was supposed to be like it started out as like a $12,000 move, and they kept like tacking on more fees and whatever. But then they get my stuff here 3 days later than they said they were going to. And the 75-inch TV that I just bought like a year before, completely destroyed from the move, cracked along the entire front. My PlayStation 5 printer and stupid PlayStation Portal handheld thing, stolen. The only items that were conveniently misplaced from the box, gone. And this fucking company, this con artist scam garbage, was just off the hook for all of it. Eventually, after a million emails and 8 months of fighting with them, including getting my Bubba from the channel here, my brother Colton, involved with a coworker in insurance industry, getting them involved in sending nasty emails, did they finally just cut me a check for a grand total of $250, baby. Woo! Sure, the TV alone was probably around $1,800 when I bought it. And, you know, a PlayStation 5 runs a little more than $250, but no, they found it out of the goodness of their hearts to finally pony up and give me $250. The biggest joke of all of it was they pay by weight. That's their logic. So if I lost 4 iPhones in the move, they would give me like fucking 50 cents and a stick of gum. I mean, what? Anyway, we got it, folks. We got it. So you'll be using them again? Well, this time, since we are most likely going to be moving right down the road, hopefully if I can find a place within the 5 to 10 mile radius, I'll just rent a huge U-Haul and I'll do it myself. It sucks how we went from everyone and their mom being able to afford a house in the 50s to now where you're even lucky you're able to afford. Oh yeah, no, I'll probably never be able to afford a house again. The base price for a house in 2026 for a family, if you want, at least in my area, if you're looking for a 4-bedroom home with 2.5 bath, you are going to be paying almost $500,000. And that is going to be for a tiny 1,900 square foot house. I say tiny based on, me being an American and we needing so much of everything. But from what I'm used to, that's just an insanely small amount for that amount of money. So realistically, if you want a house that fits your family and all their needs, like I film out of my house, so I need a 4th bedroom, it's going to be around $600,000 to $650,000. That's pretty much what they're costing these days. And at a little under 7% interest, the interest isn't so much the problem, it's the down payment. If you don't put anything down on the house, your payment's going to be around $5,000 a month. And that's not even including all the other shit that goes into a home. So yeah, no, I'll probably never be able to get a house again until things turn around. Nowadays, you're lucky if you can afford rent. Well, yeah, exactly. That's the problem. Like I said, we moved in here last year and they gave us a summer discount. So now that price is going up $800 a month. I'm already paying a stupid amount for this rental. $4,000 where I live, big discount. Yeah, but also where you live, like in South Carolina, it was closer to maybe $4,000 for a 4-bedroom with some decent square footage. $400,000 on a new home construction that's built in a month, and it's going to fall apart in a year. I know this because I had one of them in South Carolina. They're built like shit. Fuck it, at this point, just turn to bank robbery to pay our bills. But I don't even think banks have a lot of money in them anymore. Aren't they held in different spots? They're not even at the bank? So you're just looking in the wrong market if you consider the poorest countries of Ohio. Exactly. A beautiful $21 super chat from Isaac. Thoughts on Heated Rivalry? I have not seen Heated Rivalry. People told me to review it, to cover it, but I was too busy covering the Star Trek Starfleet show. I couldn't do Heated Rivalry. It just seemed too far gone. Although I did cover All's Fair. I'm very excited for All's Fair to return so I can recap season 2 of that shit show. Start up a crypto called Atom Coin. Not a bad idea. Start scamming the people that watch my channel. That sounds like a great idea. Only the best people do that. I hear the best people do that. They start up a crypto coin and make billions of dollars. Shows that were canceled you wish weren't. Oh, that's a great question. Well, we're rewatching Community right now. That's a show that's gone through so many different faces. It's wild, the behind the scenes on that thing. The first 3 seasons of Community are awesome. 3 is a little rough. It definitely gets a little up its own ass and goes a little too zany for even me at times. But season 1 and 2 of that show are so damn good. And then 4, the gas leak season, because Dan Harmon was kicked off his own show because of his feud with Chevy Chase. So 2 more writers came in. Season 4 is not good. At least a couple of it. I remember it being watchable, but pretty disappointing. On this rewatch now with my wife and daughter, season 4 is bad so far. Just a couple episodes in. And then season 5, Harmon comes back, and then Chevy's gone. And I think somewhere along 5, we lose like Donald Glover and like half the cast at some point is just purged off, and we do end up getting 6 seasons, no movie. But Community is one of those shows, not necessarily I wish would come back. I would like them to get that movie done though at some point, so they can get that meme fully finished out with the 6 seasons in a movie. I feel bad for how much potential it had, but couldn't get there because of just all the drama going on. Another show, Carnival, I loved on HBO. I think it only went 1 season, maybe 2. They had to rush the ending to wrap everything up, but they had a lot of interesting ideas building over the course of that show. So that was a show that I would have loved to continue. Firefly, that was a big one. I loved Firefly. I loved the Serenity movie. I know they are bringing that back. They did some dumb social media thing where all the character or all the cast was like, hey, let's bring back Firefly. Yeah, let's do it. Now's the time. And then they're like, Firefly, the animated series. Yeah, that's not what fans wanted. Very weird way to present that. Look at the whole gang's here, all the actors, to voice cartoons. Very bizarre. I still want episode 9 of Stranger Things 5. Hilarious. Have you watched Babylon 5? I did not watch Babylon 5. No, I heard it's really good. I didn't watch it. I did watch Archer. Archer lost me, though, when they started going with more of the high concept ideas for seasons. They took it away from the agency, and they did like Archer Vice, and they did all that stuff. It just kind of lost me. I liked the spy angle more. Also, what's her name died in real life, which is a tragedy. And so the show's just not the same. Oh, thumbs up, I guess, for that. Jesus. The show's just not the same without her. She was also in Arrested Development. I cannot remember the name of the actress, but she's phenomenal. Parker Lewis did Ferris Bueller better. Oh my God, I remember that show. Dude, is that the was that the Ferris Bueller-esque like Fox show? Holy shit. Yeah, Parker Lewis was great. There was the episode I remember where they're doing like the SATs or some test, and the guy fills out the circles and it spells like food or something, and he like aced the SATs because of it. But he's just this fat dude who wanted food. I don't even know if that's the show that you're talking about, but when you said Ferris Bueller, Parker Lewis show. This has to be it. Oh, man. Good shit. I tried like 2 episodes of the regular show. It didn't really do anything for me. Let me know if I need to just watch some more and it takes a little bit of time to like get the humor revved up. Because I wasn't feeling it. I did like Gumball though. Connor got me on Gumball, the original run. It came back on Hulu, not the same. That show was really fun. Yeah, Parker Lewis Can't Lose. It was a good show. Just watch some more. Okay. I'll have to do that. The Amazing World of Gumball is one of my favorites. It's a great show. It really is. It's the 10th anniversary of BVS. Are you a fan? Thank you, Jason, for the $2. Tell me, do you bleed? You will. You're not a man. No, I'm not a fan of BVS. I'm not a fan of BVS. I think it's just kind of dumb. And I get more annoyed when people tell me I didn't understand BVS and it's like this super deep, profound, brilliant show, because then I just feel bad for them for thinking that way. BVS is just not good. I can't do it. I can't with BVS. But it has given me one of my favorite memories ever in the movie theater. I've said this a few times, but I'm going to say it again. Apologies if you heard. Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. I saw it opening night with some buddies my brother was with. We haven't seen a lot of movies together in a while, so this was kind of fun. We used to go to movies all the time. And we're sitting there in the theater. We're watching this movie, and it's the scene where Ben Affleck he's like typing on the computer. My brother's like, okay, this is going to be a slow spot. I'm going to go to the bathroom quick. He goes to the bathroom immediately because of the shitty, fucking terrible editing in that movie. It hard cuts to Batman in a duster in the post-apocalyptic Mad Max world. He's got a machine gun. He's fighting whatever the crickets are that are flying around, the bug aliens. Superman's evil. My brother walks back in. He looks at me, looks at the screen, and he's so like he's freaking out. He's like, what did I miss? And I turn to him, I don't know, because we missed it too. It was so poorly edited. I could not believe it. And it never made sense. Just remarkably bad. Remarkably bad. Both Snyder cultists and James Gunn glazers are so annoying. Snyder has visually stunning movies, and Gunn is very much an expert at one style and does it masterfully. Yeah, I mean, I'm not on either. Listen, I like James Gunn movies for the most part. I didn't care for Superman. I thought that was super mid, very one-dimensional and disappointing. Zack Snyder used to be a master of visual storytelling. His new movies look like shit. I don't know what the hell he's done, but I do not like the look of his new movies at all. I'm talking those garbage Star Wars knockoffs that he made for Netflix. Rebel Moon, those look terrible. And that Army of the Dead, holy shit, that's an ugly film. He just goes all in on that digital soft focus. It's basically like what I'm doing with the soft focus. But he's an expert director who's making millions of dollars. Army of the Dead did suck. That movie's trash. I like your BVS story. BVS has some amazing segments. It does. The warehouse scene is awesome. It's peak. It also has some really dumb scenes. A lot of really dumb scenes. Again, I just can't get over how we get this montage of the Justice League randomly thrown in, and Lex Luthor has these iconed folders for every character, like the Wonder Woman insignia on the folder. First off, what fucking iOS is he using? What operating system is that? Secondly, what billionaire mad genius takes the time to icon his folders? So good. Snyder Cut is a masterpiece. Oh, Jason, you ignorant slut. To be young and naive and to think such a thing. A masterpiece. The Snyder Cut can't be a masterpiece because it's in 4:3 aspect ratio. So for that alone, it gets docked a point because that's just stupid. We all have widescreen TVs. Why the fuck would you film? Why would you put it in 4:3 aspect ratio? Especially when its release was on a home screens. It didn't even get a theatrical release. Secondly, the movie does so many bad jobs of undercutting its own emotional moments. The scene where Ma Kent has a nice little sit-down chat with Amy Adams' character and then immediately leaves the room and turns into fucking the Martian Manhunter. I was like, what? What are we doing? Why? To what end? And everything after, all the new crap he added, the last 20 minutes is awful. The Joker reach around joke. He brought back the worst Joker to ever exist on film, Jared Leto. No. Masterpiece my ass. I'm glad you like it. Catholic Observer for $5. Thank you. AMC stock is at $1 a share. Are you going to buy? At what point does it feel like a job to watch these terrible movies these days? I miss the 90s. Diamond Hands, baby, for AMC. No, I don't play the stock game. That's why I'll never own a house again. At what point does it feel like a job to watch these terrible movies? I know, I miss the 90s too. I really miss the 90s. Well, it is a job because so many of these movies are just remakes. It's depressing. How's the AIDS treating you? Well, obviously it doesn't sound great. Do you have any thoughts on how there are only 8 episodes a season now, but back in the day there used to be 20? I know it's weird. I don't like it. I don't like that we can just rewrite the rules. Or maybe there never was rules and it was just an unsung truth that you would make around 20 to 25 episodes a season for your show. South Park, I wonder if they were one of the first ones to buck that trend for like mainstream shows, because they would go, I feel like they had 16 a season. Maybe they did 20. And then they just kept weaning back. And then it became like 12 and then 10 and now 8. At some point, it's just going to be one episode and they're going to call it a season still. And then I think with the rise of HBO and all those other pay platforms that became apps eventually, they did have shorter seasons. They were usually like 10 episodes a season, and that was going on for a long time too. But we didn't really count them because they were over on like pay-per-view and shit. God, pay-per-view. How old does that make you feel? If you know what pay-per-view is, you're old. Congratulations, we made it. We're still here, everyone. We're still alive. I'm still standing, and looking like a true survivor. Oh, I saw that one. Is Spider-Man Brand New Day will be the best Spider-Man movie? I don't know if that's a question or a statement. That kind of went off the rails. Will Spider-Man Brand New Day will be the best Spider? No, that doesn't work either. Either you're saying it's going to be the best or you're asking a question. I have no idea. The trailer was fine. It didn't really do much for me. I meant to react to that one, but I was busy that day. And if you don't get a trailer reaction out in the first 24 hours, it's not even worth your time to do it, because they have no shelf life at all. 48 hours, they're gone. No one cares. Yeah, I don't know. I don't dislike any of the Spider-Man movies per se. Well, yeah, I do dislike some of the Spider-Man movies, but I don't knock them making more as long as they can go interesting routes with them. At this point, it does feel very oversaturated, so I'm finding myself not caring much about the MCU in general, but the trailer looked fine. We got a powerful Philip Studio 1999 super chat. Thank you, Philip. Bummer that you're not fully recovered. Here's a few coins for some cough drops. By the way, best remake was John Carpenter's The Thing. Yes, I know. It is a remake. But that original's so fucking old, right? I mean, movies are still in their infancy when that first one comes out. So while it is a remake, it's definitely doing way more of its own thing. And so it's a remake in name only. It's not in practice. When I think remakes now, I think pretty much shot for shot at points, line by line, got these ladies toe to toe sort of stuff, like what Disney does. And I love The Thing. It is one of my favorite movies. Omar for $10. Thank you. New to your channel and commentary cracked me up during the Harry Potter video. Both like Harry Potter and Moana. Will we ever go back to originality? These live actions and remakes are depressing. Eventually we'll go back because they're going to run out of things to remake unless they've just gone around the horn and they start over again because enough time has passed so they can be like, All right, here's another Aladdin remake. We're doing it again, baby. I do not put it past them. I joke that they will just do animated remakes going forward. In fact, it is kind of crazy that Disney even went the live action. Well, I suppose it's cheaper. It's cheaper and it's lazier. It, to me, would have made more sense and been more financially viable for them to do 3D versions of their 2D classics. Instead of doing the live action, which it is 3D, I mean 3D animation, they could have done Pixar style remakes of Aladdin, of The Lion King, of The Little Mermaid, just to kind of get them in line with their Tangleds and their Frozens. That way they could easily make like a MCU sort of a situation where you bring all the Disney princesses together in some sort of a grand spectacle. I'm shocked they haven't done that. I'm honestly shocked they haven't done more with that back catalog that they could turn into other movies. They brought the princesses together for Ralph Breaks the Internet. I hate that fucking movie so much, mainly because I love the original, the Wreck-It Ralph. I thought Ralph 2 was awful, but that scene was great with all the Disney princesses. It blows my mind that they haven't come up with a way to do more with that type of thing, or make new modern versions of The Little Mermaid using the Pixar style. Tell a new story though, or just really change the original to a point where it is kind of like The Thing. It's its own thing. It's not just a straight remake. Maybe they'll go there next. Foster for $2 says a couple more cough drops on me. Get well. Thank you. $1.99 from David. How's the HIV treating you? It's not going well. For those wanting to know context, I titled my Harry Potter trailer reaction, Harry Potter HBO trailer gave me AIDS. Really wanted to stamp my mark. Cosmolly yells, "Don't give them any more bad ideas." Hollywood has been making remakes since forever. Like old movies have been remade over and over. So no, it's not going away. No, it's not going away. And yes, you're right. It has been going on forever. But the rate at which it's happening is far more aggressive than it has been in previous decades. All right, gang, we're at hour 20. I'm feeling the sting in my throat, so I think it's probably time to shut her down. I'll stay for like 2 more minutes, but then we'll wrap up. Movies that don't have a sequel but should. I used to go to Speed Racer, even though the movie bombed and critics hated it. I love Speed Racer. I thought it was an awesome movie. But the Wachowskis have not made a good movie since then, so I don't want it anymore. That was the one I used to say, though. Another movie sequel that I would like to see. They'll probably fuck it up. And I think you always hear rumors, but I would really like a new Gremlins at some point. If they can go animatronic again, if they can capture the look and feel of the first two, go for it. I'd love to see a modern Gremlins. I just don't think they have it in them to do it justice. But that would be a cool one to get a trilogy out of that thing. Would love a good new Gremlins. There's a new Gremlins in the works, but they've been saying that forever. I've been hearing there's a new Gremlins in the works since like 2001. Adam, Guardians 1 or 3? That's hard. I honestly think I'd go with Guardians of the Galaxy over 3. I prefer the more upbeat, colorful, poppy Guardians of the Galaxy than the really sad, dire stakes that they had in the third. And I like all 3 of them a lot. I like the third one. It's great. But yeah, I prefer, if I'm going to rewatch, I go for the original. The Rescuers Part 3, Godfather Part 4, My Dinner with Andre 2. Wow. Rescuers Part 3. Second one was Rescuers Down Under, right? I like that one. That was a good movie. Godfather Part 4, I don't think so. Godfather 3 sucked. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was the best. I'm not going to argue. I like all 3 of them for different reasons. My only issue with 3 is Gamora was not handled well. And James Gunn would even admit that he just did not know what to do with her because the Russo brothers kind of screwed him over, killing her off in, was it Endgame or Infinity War? I think in Infinity War they kill her off. So he just didn't know what to do with the character. We need another dodgeball movie. Again, we don't. It would be fun, but I saw what Stiller did with Zoolander 2, so I don't think I'd like to see a dodgeball 2. Did you watch K-pop Demon Hunters? I had to. I didn't have to. I did, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was a very fun time, and I'm glad that the younger generation has a movie like that they can look back fondly on. They can quote. They can dress up like. I had so many of those: the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Transformers, G.I. Joe. The newer generations, it doesn't seem like they have a lot of those iconic types of characters that they can, when they're 30 or whatever, they can see ruined and get remade as a live action. Oh my God, K-pop Demon Hunters live action. It will happen. Mark my turds. It will happen. Up late on a school night, did you see Peaky Blinders? I did not. I think my buddy watched it and he said it was very lame starting out, but I've not seen Peaky Blinders at all, so the movie would be lost on me. God, Tropic Thunder is so good. I don't think we should do sequels to comedies, though, this late in the game because they just never hit that lightning in a bottle again. If you're going to do a comedy direct follow-up, you really have to hit like a year or 2 after that first one comes out. Retain that same cast, retain the same crew, keep that energy and momentum going. Otherwise, you just lose it. All right, gentlemen and ladies, that's all I'm going to go with. It's been a pleasure, as always. Look for that review tomorrow. No, I'll have a review out on Friday. Tomorrow, I have my second installment of the Can We Save? I asked you guys on the community tab in a post, I asked how you would save Disney in terms of their movies, their TV industry, and the theme parks. Admittedly, that was way too much. It was way too broad. I got a lot of great answers, but I talked for a fucking million years. This is turning into my new podcast series that it's unofficially just a podcast where same kind of content, but it's just me rambling on for like 25 plus minutes on a topic. This one goes long. I have to edit it still, but I'm guessing it's going to be closer to 35 minutes, maybe even 40 by the time I'm done editing. A lot of conversation, though. It's a good time. So look for that hopefully tomorrow afternoon. And then Friday, I will have a review on the new movie coming out this weekend. I already forgot the name again. Something with Zazie Beetz. Looks fine. They Want to Kill Me or something it's called. And that's all I got. Thank you guys very much. I'll see you soon. Take care.